Hey Makkos here, hope you're doing well. We're going to start the Gemara again, 4 lines up before the lines get big on Daf Dalid, Amud Beis. We're trying to figure out where do we learn that a Lav She'ein Bo Maisa does not have Makkos. Okay, so originally our first try was through Motzei Shemra. The Gemara says that just like Motzei Shemra, is a Lav She'ein Bo Maisa, and you're going to get Makkos. So maybe everywhere, but Alma, we can learn that a Lav She'ein Bo Maisa will get Makkos. The Gemara says no, not going to happen. 4 lines up from the bottom before where the lines get big. Says the Gemara, Mala Motzei Shemra. What's the problem with Motzei Shemra? Shkein lokum shalem. Motzei Shemra, you get Makkos and you pay. So that's a chiddush. It's a new idea that you get 2 onshim, 2 punishments. We can't learn that by Alma. Ella, Reish Lakish. Reish Lakish says that maybe we can learn a Lav She'ein Bo Maisa gets Makkos. Gemara me Edim Zomamim. Okay? Ma Edim Zomamim, Lav She'ein Bo Maisa. Lokan alav, just as Edim Zomamim is a Lav She'ein Bo Maisa, and we give the guy Makkos in the case of Ben Grusha Ben Chalutza and the Galus guy from our Mishnah Daf Beis Amud Aleph. So then Afkol Lav She'ein Bo Maisa. Lokan alav. So then maybe any case of Lav She'ein Bo Maisa, we're going to give him Makkos. But the Gemara says, no, we can't do that either. Mala Edim Zomamim. What's the problem with Edim Zomamim? Shekain ein srichan hasra. You don't need warning to be an Eid Zomim. Once you do the wrong thing, whack. You get your punishment without hasra. So we're stuck. Motzei Shemra, there's a problem of Loko Mishalim. And Edim Zomamim, there's a problem of no hasra. So the Gemara says, well, it's a tzad shaveh. They both are Lav She'ein Bo Maisa. Okay, they each have their problems, but if we join them together, their problems cancel out, and we can use that to learn Ba'alma. As the Gemara says, Motzei Shemra Yochiach. Motzei Shemra can help out Edim Zomamim. As we explained, Chazar Adin, they'll all come back. Lo Re'izeh K'Re'izeh. Motzei Shemra, where the problem is the Loko Mishalim, is not like Edim Zomamim, where the problem is no hasra. But Lo Re'izeh K'Re'izeh, the same way backwards, Edim Zomamim is not like Motzei Shemra. They each have their own problems. But the tzad shaveh, the equal side between them, is a Lav She'ein Bo Maisa. They are a Lav She'ein Bo Maisa, and the halacha is Lokan alav. We give him Makkos. So we can learn that Alma. Afkol Lav She'ein Bo Maisa, Lokan alav. Anytime that you have a Lav She'ein Bo Maisa, you're going to get the guy Makkos. Gemara asks, no, Mala tzad shaveh shebahen. You know the problem with the tzad shaveh here? Shkein kanas. There's a kanas at least by Edim Zomamim. And a kanas is a chiddush case. We can't learn that out, but Alma to everywhere else. Asks the Gemara, or answers the Gemara, no. Holo kasha, that's not a problem, because Rabbi Yehuda lo savar law, Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Yehuda does not hold like Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Yehuda does not hold that Edim Zomamim is a kanas, and then you can learn out Motzei Shemra and Edim Zomamim ba'alma to teach every other case that Lav She'ein Bo Maisa does not get, or the Lav She'ein Bo Maisa will get Makkos. Ella, Mala tzad shaveh shebahen. You want another problem with the tzad shaveh to shut it down? Shkein yesh behen sad chamor. There's a sad chamor to Motzei Shemra that you get Makkos and Mishalim. There's a sad chamor by Edim Zomamim that there's no hasra. You can't learn that out ba'alma even if they're together, and together is a tzad shaveh. It says though, Rabbi Yehuda tzad chamor lo parich. Rabbi Yehuda does not have a problem lo parich. He doesn't ask on a tzad chamor. Okay, your first question is, what is a tzad shaveh? Okay, question 2 we're going to see in a moment, but let's move on. Rabbi Meir in the Mishnah taught us that Eid Zomim is going to get 2 punishments. One from Kasher Zomam, Parsha of Edim Zomim, and one from Lo Sana. But there are Rabbanan that say there's no punishment on Lo Sana. What are we going to do with that pasuk? Ask the Gemara 4 lines from the bottom. For Rabbanan, Hai Lo Sana, V'Reyacha Eid Shaker, My Darshi Bey. What are we doing with that pasuk? According to the Rabbanan, for Lo Sana. Answers the Gemara, Homi Baile, the Rabbanan need that. They ask Hara La'edim Zomamin. They need it for the Azhara on Edom Zomamim. Rabbi Meir, where does he learn about Azhara Edom Zomamim? Minole. How does he know it? I'm Rabbi Yirmiyah, last line. Nafkale, from the Pasuk, maybe Hanasharim Yishmo v'Yiro v'lo Yosifu Ot, that the remaining stragglers outside, they will hear what goes on and they'll see the punishment. V'lo Yosifu Ot. They will not increase on this Avera. They won't do it anymore. So that teaches us Azhara according to Rabbi Meir. But the Rabbanan, Homi Bayile, the Rabbanan need that pasuk lahachraza, to make an announcement, to tell everybody, hey, we're punishing this guy, don't do the Avera. It has nothing to do with Azhara, punish, or a warning before an Avera happens. Whereas Rabbi Meir, he's going to split up the pasuk. Hachraza is going to be learned Yishmo v'Yira'u nafka, from the beginning of the pasuk, Yishmo v'Yira'u, they'll hear and they will see. And then the second part of the pasuk, the Seifa, v'lo Yosifu Od, they won't do that Avera again. That is going to teach us the halacha of Azhara. Okay. Second question is, what does Rabbi Meir do with Losana? Before all this chart business, the very first thing we should be thinking, what does Rabbi Meir do with Losana? Okay. Joke before we see the rest. Quick joke, talking about Moshe dying. Hopefully he doesn't die. But what does die never lives? And the answer is a battery. Okay, so says the Mishnah, we saw this in the beginning of the school year, the beginning of last school year, and we're seeing it again. We divide money payments, we divide jeopardy points, but we do not divide Makkos. Each Reuven and Shimon is going to get 40. Kesad, what would be the case? We, Reuven and Shimon, say that Moshe owes Bill Masayim Zuz, 200 Zuz. Nimso Zomamin, we see that Reuven and Shimon are Zomim. So the halacha goes, Mishalshim b'neihem. We divide the $10,000 between Reuven and Shimon. They don't owe Moshe 10,000. They each owe Moshe 5,000. But if Reuven and Shimon say that Moshe is chayiv Makkos, then we find out that Reuven and Shimon are liars. Kol echad be'echad loka arbayim. Each Reuven and Shimon are going to get 40. Questions why? How do we know this halacha that we divide money punishment, but we don't divide Makkos punishment? Amar Abaye. We learn it from Gezeres HaKasav, from a pasuk. Because Nemar Rosh b'chayim Malkius. When we talk about people that are chayim Malkis, the Torah refers to that person as a Rasha. V'nemar Rasha b'chayim Misos Beistin. When a person is chayiv Misa in Beistin, they get the death penalty. The Torah also calls them a Rasha. So Malahalon ein Misa lemechsa. Just as over there, when the guy is chayiv Misa, we don't say you get half a death. There's no Misa lemechsa. Afkan, even here by Malkis, ein Malkis lemechsa. It's not like you can get half of a Malkis punishment. Okay, that was the first opinion. Abaye says it's learned from a Gezeres HaKasav between somebody that's Chayv Makkos to somebody that is Chayv Mises Beistin. Rava Amar, second opinion, Be'inon Kasher Zamam Lasos Ha'achiv B'leika. You need to do as you plotted to your friend, and if you don't get 40 Makkos, then it's not what you tried to plot to Moshe. It's only half of what you tried to plot to Moshe. Ask the obvious question, though. Ihachi, asked the Gemara, if so, Mamin Nami. Shouldn't we say the same halacha by money? If you try and make Moshe lose $10,000 and you're only paying $5,000, so we're not punishing you according to what you tried to do to your friend. Answers the Gemara, no. Mamin mitztarif, Makkos lo mitztarif. That money is mitztarif. Money will join together. Reuven and Shimon will each pay 5,000 to give Moshe the 10,000. But Makkos, we cannot mitztarif. The money seemingly is to pay back Moshe what he lost. As long as he gets $10,000, it's okay. But the Makkos is seemingly only a kanas for the Edom Zomamim. So that we cannot split up. Again, money mitztarif, Makkos Einam mitzaref. Let's see the last Mishnah, and then I'll let you go. We're going to have a question after the Mishnah, so stay tuned. Says the Mishnah, Einam nasin zomamin, ad shizimus atzman. We don't make Einam zomamin until they become zomim themselves. What does that mean? Ketzad. Amr me'idim ani be'ish ploni. Reuven and Shimon say that we're made on Moshe. Shahar gets on Nefesh that he killed last Tuesday in Blueback Square. Amr lahem, Levi and Yehuda come along and say to Reuven and Shimon, Hey, achatem me'idin, how you guys made on that? Sharei nerag zeh, oh hahareg zeh, haya imanu osa hayom b'makom ploni. If Levi and Yehuda say, Reuven and Shimon, how can you say that? Because Moshe the killer, or whoever Moshe killed was with us in LA last Tuesday. The Gemara said, or the Mishnah says, Ein elu zomamin. Then we do not make Reuven Shimon zomamin. Abel Amr lahem. But if Levi and Yehuda would say to Reuven and Shimon that you guys are the problem, you were with us in LA last Tuesday, then we make Reuven and Shimon zomamin. As we see inside. Hey, achatem idim, how are you, Reuven and Shimon, being made? Sharei atem hayisim imanu, you were with us. Also hayom, last Tuesday, b'makom ploni, in LA. In that case, where we find that Reuven and Shimon are the phonies, harei elu zomamin b'nei ragim al pm, then Reuven and Shimon become the zomamin, and they are killed based on the mouths of Levi and Yehuda. Last thing in the Mishnah, Bo Achirim, if new people, not of an Aviyu, come along, Behezimum, and they are Mazim. They are Mazim. Levi and Yehuda say, well, Levi and Yehuda, you couldn't have seen you weren't in LA last Tuesday because you were actually in Dallas with us. Then, after that, two more people come in. Bo Acherim Hezimum, and they say, well, you couldn't have been in Dallas, you were actually with us in Eretz Yisrael, whether on a birthday trip or staggering away in yeshiva. Afilu Meya, even if there's 100 new people, according to the Tanakama, Kulim Yehargu, everybody gets killed, except for the last two witnesses. We always listen to the last two set of witnesses. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, no. Istatis Hizu, it looks like a scam, because once Reuven and Shimon become Edom Zomimim from Levi and Yehuda, so Reuven and Shimon will put Nadav and Avihu up to the challenge. Hey, we'll go make up a lie about Levi and Yehuda and make them Edom Zomimim too. So we can't believe anybody. Ve'eno nerag elakat harishon bilvad. We can only do what the Torah says. In a classic case where Reuven and Shimon become Huzam, we'll listen to Levi and Yehuda, and only Reuven and Shimon are killed. So we explained that it's because it's status hizu. It looks like a scam. I want to know for your third question, what do we mean, according to Rabbi Yehuda, that this whole plot looks like a scam? And with that, you can email me your questions, and I will see you on Thursday. Have a nice night.